Heat race action for the final night of the Winter Series here at Kern County Raceway Park's dirt track. We're going to start with the B-Mods getting ready to go. Tommy, it's good to be at Kern County, and it's great to start off the 2016 season.
Absolutely, Jeffrey. 10 years of low-budget TV, and we're going green.
Into turn number 1, the 3AC. That's Wayne Dotson behind the wheel tonight. Battle for second, the 5C machine, Wayne Kaufman in the 97 to his inside. Looking, that's Gary Dutton with a new look in 2016. A little bit more color going on that 97 machine. Rounding out the field as they're getting tight for that second spot is the 51 machine. That's Cruz Griffith. He's now battling for third.
Gotta love it, Jeffrey. The pressure's on, not just for the championship, of course. Kaufman's gonna walk away with it in the B-Mods here tonight. But Jeffrey, these drivers are racing just a week before opening night at Bakersfield Speedway.
This is a shakedown session. This is your last chance to make sure that you're ready for the 2016 season, but also, Tommy, you don't want to get yourself behind going into that.
And that means don't make any unnecessary contact with a wall or another car.
Ooh, doggy, that's Cruz Griffith going around for the first spin of 2016 on Low Budget TV.
So Dotson out to the lead in the number 3 AC. You see Big Lit, Gary Dutton, the number 97.
And Kaufman, the number 5 machine. Tommy, I couldn't think of a more stacked way to start off the 2016 season. We got 4 cars and all heavy hitters starting us off in this heat race. A good lineup of B-Mods here tonight.
All Kaufman has to do is literally show up, and he's done that already. When he starts that main event tonight, he will be awarded the championship and be presented the trophy at the end of the night, no matter where he finishes.
Yeah, but do you think that he's going to be content with just taking home that trophy?
No, he wants to take home 2 if he could.
Well, the white flag going in the air for the number 3 AC machine. I'm going to call this car Levi Kiefer at some point tonight.
I already have.
There you go. Kiefer, oftentimes a driver that works with the Dotsons very closely. Wayne Dotson, I guess, snuck in behind the wheel for this one. He's going to take the victory in the first heat race of the year. Then we got the 97 machine crossing the line. So Dutton, Kaufman, and Griffith, who arguably had the most exciting heat race.
Here we go. Heat race number 2 for the B-Mods. Brian Terry out to an early lead. Hager in the second spot. Ruskoff third. Kanky and Liberanti in his debut for the B-Mods.
Well, that's really cool to see Liberanti out here. It's funny, I had the right face in mind, but for some reason Copley just, his accomplishments pulled through on that one. Oh, Hager, is going to go around and going to collect Cal Kanky in the 33. And I guess that would be our first crash of 2016.
Our first crash in the wreck video for next year. Now they all keep it going.
Yeah, but Hager's car looking like it's swinging wide might have some front-end damage on that 9J machine.
Yeah, that car definitely over-rotated going into turn number 1.
And Kel Kanky looks like he's got cosmetic damage on the right side door. Ryan Terry's the leader, the 17T machine. In second, Ruskoff in the 88. Third place in his debut dirt track race. Liberanti.
Hager still figuring this track out. But yeah, Brian Terry showing him how it's done right now. Into the lead, about a half straightaway ahead of second spot of Ruskoff. Here he is going into turn number 1.
So Liberanti in this third place, the number 34 machine. This is a driver that Tommy and I are fairly familiar with. And anyone that's caught any of our Willow Springs races, he's been doing some super late model racing. Almost caught the wall there at turn number 4. But
second and third on the screen. Ruskoff ahead in the left side of your screen.
Liberanti always a force out at the Willow Springs International Raceway. Well, this is going to be a little bit different than race that super late model on asphalt. At least he's used to probably turning left and right.
That's very true.
Looks like that 34 car might have a tire rub. Some kind of smoke coming off the front end of that machine. The white flag is out for Terry. Ruskoff holds on to the second position. say that's a decent start to his dirt track racing career?
I believe so.
Hager's just trying to get it across the line right now. He makes it, as well as Kanky. All right, folks, time for heat race number 3 of 3 for the B-Mods. Anthony Giuliani going to start on the pole for this one in the 15 machine. The number 4, piloted by Garrett Jernigan. Then row number 2 is going to give us the number 7J of Fred Ryland, and to his outside, the 33H of Tim Hammett. Rounding out the field, the 40, that's Nick Spainhauer.
2015 Bakersfield Speedway Sport Mod champion starting in the back of this one.
Watching, green flag in the air. And we're racing into turn number 1. Ryland with an immediate move to the inside, battling this one for the lead, door to door down the back straightaway. Looking to have that car settle, it finally does. Still able to hold it there, some contact down the front straightaway.
I don't think Giuliani wanted him to take that lead. Battle for the 3rd spot now as Jernigan watches wide. That will allow Spainhauer to move his 40 to 3rd.
Tommy keeping an eye here. The black flag is coming out. No, it's being threatened.
Giuliani's 15 machine.
I believe they were saying don't do that again.
If I were to guess, Jeffrey, it looked like Giuliani got out of shape, and it just happened that Ryland was there. I'm sure Ryland, on the other hand, probably thinks other than that.
One car that is struggling in this heat race, the 33H machine, that's Tim Hammett. Tommy, that car does not want to turn for all that it's worth. Hammett's been fighting this thing. I've been watching him specifically through turns 3 and 4. Looks like that thing just wants to push.
Oh, it's pushing. He does not once turn it to the right. Let's take a look at this corner.
In fact, at sometimes he has it full lock to the left, as you see right now.
Oh, boy.
And this is going to cause, for the first time, Tommy and I are seeing the move over flag in 2016. Oh boy, and it's going to be Ryland who's going to have to get by Hammett.
Of course.
It's getting exciting here. Hammett's going to push right now, Ryland. And we got a battle for the lead as Giuliani takes it over. Here comes Spainhauer to the inside.
So I think the biggest loser in all of this would be Ryland, not Hammett. He's holding up to the lead.
Look at how much everyone's stacked up here because Hammett.
Jeffrey Hammett's doing his best to keep himself on the lead lap. White flag. Can he hold on to this lead lap?
Can Giuliani hold on to the lead? Spainhauer looks low. He's going to take it over out of turn number 2. Now Ryland looks to the inside of Giuliani. He's not going to be able to get there. Maybe he will out of turn number 4. Spainhauer, Ryland, Giuliani, Jernigan, and the star of the race, the 33H of Hammett.
Oh, man. All right, here we go. Mod Light heat races. Now, there are some dwarf cars mixed in with this field of racers tonight. I guess they're close enough to play with Mod Lights. Here we go, green flag, and Flippo leads the field across the line. Ricky Lewis, who had that issue during hot laps, got it fixed in the 3rd spot at the moment. Flippo's going to lead. It looks like lap number 1. Pressure now from the number 98 V machine, which I know Jeffrey has a list of drivers, but he's also calculating points. So I can't blame him for that. Flippo holds on to this lead, lap number 2. Now, for those of you that were here early, you saw the number 11 of Ricky Lewis have some sort of a left front suspension problem. Obviously, they got that thing fixed in time for their heat races. So now he's losing his hatch, his rear hatch. Man, do I love filming on.
Oh, this is what it's.
I've got to battle the wobbles. I've got to battle the cables.
And you got to battle for the lead.
Yes, we do.
13 machine Jerry Flippo, our leader here halfway through this heat race, trying to chase him down. The number 98 machine is We have two 98s.
98V, but I believe that's just because it's a dwarf car.
Well, funny enough, the 98V is listed, but has no name.
Okay.
In the third spot, the 11 machine of Ricky Lewis, that Tommy mentioned earlier. Riding in fourth, the 44 machine of Roy Maynard. And we got the number 5, J.D. Brown.
J.D. started on the front row, quickly went to the back, so J.D. still figuring these cars out.
170.
Yep.
Sorry, I was going to say the 171 machine, that's Tim Varney. We got a battle for the lead here as the white flag comes out. That 98V is stalking the 13 of Flippo. They're going to have some lap traffic to deal with. Does that sound familiar in these heat races? Flippo looks to the inside. Going to make it work. They're going to come to the checker flag out of turn number 4. Flippo's going to hold on to it and take the checkered. And that 98V, I need to listen for his name.
I don't think they have the name if we don't, because we have the same announcer sheet as below us. Here we go. Heat race number 2 for the Monolites, and it looks like Partridge is here. So,
well, as the group fans out into turn number 1, the 33 machine's gonna jump to that lead after starting up front. I believe that's Brandon Wiley. Look at this battle out of turn number 4, side by side for second. The 93 machine of Jason Horton trying to hold off that number 9 machine, Devlin Autry. This is a tight battle up top for the lead.
I was just going to say that Jeffrey Autry moves up into the second spot.
Yeah, there's only actually one Mod Light in this Mod Light heat race. And that driver's right now trying to chase down the 91 machine of Cody Cohen. And that is the 12 of Jeff Thompson.
You know, next weekend in Bakersfield Speedway,
contact with the leaders. A slam into turn number 1. Both drivers were going for the same lane, but both were coming from opposite ends of the course, from the high end to the low end, and some heavy contact.
Now,
you wouldn't know it looking at these cars.
What's good is we have a camera facing that corner, so we will be posting that on our Facebook page because we did miss it, but we're not going to make you guys miss it.
Tommy, I looked up and I thought we might be seeing our first flip of the 2016 season. These cars are notorious with those open wheels of theirs to sometimes get a little bit too exciting. Autry the leader. Second place, Horton. And holding on to third, the 33 of Wiley. That was cool.
Yeah. Now, Jeffrey, this track, you might be able to tell for the viewers at home, but it's really, you have to look it down the straightaway. This track is also D-shaped like its big brother behind us.
Really?
Yes, it is. Down the back straightaway. It is the D-shaped back straightaway.
Out of turn number 4, Autry in the number 9V machine gonna take the victory after almost getting taken out. A good battle though going here, not just for the second, but also for the 4th spot. Thompson's trying to get around. He's gonna take the 4th position on lap number 8 on the edge.
Here we go, heat race for the Monolites.
Heat race number 3.
This whole thing is gonna pick me up anymore. Sorry about this, folks. There we go. No more show in the parking lot again.
Sorry, I thought it looked good. We're single file-ish right now out of turn number 4, taking the lead in the number 20 machine, DJ LeBeau. As the 13M, Matt Mayo led 3/4 of the first lap, then he got caught by that 20 machine. And LeBeau is on a mission to just get away from everybody else. Battle for third right now, the 71 car, Candy Varney, being chased down by the 70 machine of Anthony Balcazar. And rounding out the field, the 23K, Caden Cochran. Now looking at the points for the Mod Lights this year, it looks to me like they only ran one race.
Yes.
So this is a 2-race championship?
It looks like it.
Well, we're going to call it like it's a 2-race championship. How about that?
Okay.
Filippo, who we saw in the first heat race, is leading the points. Balcazar, second in points, is in this heat race down the front straightaway into turn number 1 in a car that we've seen Maynard run.
Yeah, I'm trying to take a look here, and it is. I don't know why they changed, or they didn't change cars. They just kind of rotated the shuffle. Looks like Zach Forrester's car is driven by Maynard, and Maynard's car is driven by Balcazar. So, for those of you Mod Light fans, our leader is checked out.
DJ LeBeau.
You took a photo of our city lift, right?
I did.
And that was at not even halfway.
No, you were. It looked like you were filming the building.
I was, because I was on my way down to see you.
White flag out for LeBeau. He's clearly has an early bedtime tonight because he is in no way looking to make this heat race last any longer than it needs to. Tommy, this might be the most hooked up car I've seen all night.
DJ LeBeau looking good in your winner in this heat race. And all the rest of the field single file as they come across the line.
Yep, Mayo going to take second. The 70 machine of Balcazar, who I will surely call Maynard at some point tonight. 71 of Varney and Cochran. Now Cochran is also part of this championship battle, sitting in the 5th spot, 8 points back from Flippo. Hobby stock heat race number 1, the 87W Lloyd Wren Jr. will start us off with the 98 of Luke Dodd into turn number 1.
Last time we were here at Grand County Raceway Park at this dirt track, it was Luke Dodd who won the main event in the hobby stocks. Can he go 2 for 2 on Low Budget TV's camera?
Side by side for the second spot, the 52X is Cody Sly. We've seen the Slys teaming up with the Aldermans as of last year. It looks like it continues into the 2016 season. Battling it out in the 4th spot is that 33X machine of Pete Lethko. He's going to get a little bit of love there for the 41 machine of Tim Delson. And rounding out the field, the 91 of Marcus Wonkum.
Good 4-car group into turns 1 and 2.
Yeah, this is the best battle on track. Dodd and Wren have pulled away from these cars. But the battle for third is tight with Sly trying to make something happen there with Lethko.
Sly way up the track. 3 wide.
There we go. 3 wide for the 4th spot. Sly on the outside. Delson was in the middle. Wonkum just really hasn't been able to make any ground in this heat race. It's like he's trying to make a race out of rush hour here.
Gotta do something with these few laps left to go. Halfway through this heat race.
So Lethko able to open up a bit of a gap between this battle here. Delson swings it wide out of turn number 4. That opens the door for Wonkum to look to the inside into turn number 1, but it's short-lived. Luke Dodd leads him. Lap number 6 on the board. Wren in second. Lethko in third. And Alderman. See, I knew I was going to do it.
Oh, and a flat tire for the 41. He goes up the track and keeps it off the wall. You saw that 41. It actually might have more than a flat tire the way that car's sunk.
Yeah, I think the right front of that car right now is on its way to China. Because it's digging.
Delson doing a great job of keeping that 41. It looks like it is just a flat tire.
So like we said, just a flat tire.
No, that right front, you can see it's fallen over. Could be the upper control arm came undone or something. It is sitting on the ground.
Well, Tom, if you think that's bad, I just saw a highway patrol car flying by. I think someone's getting pulled over right now.
Damn. Restart, lap 5, 8.
Luke Dodd, Wren, Lethko, the top 3. Sly, and Wonkum. I told you I'd call that 52 machine Alderman at some point. I did it, and I believe I did it so bad that I broke Delson's right front.
You did. Well, the battle continues on for third. Maybe a battle for the lead, possibly as the white flag is flying. No, I apologize.
It's not. The flagman was getting excited for it.
Oh, okay. Maybe he was asking the tower if it was more time for the white flag. I saw him getting it ready, and then I looked up, and there's still 2 laps to go.
Yep, now the white flag's
Yes.
in the air. Dodd in the 98 machine. Wren really hasn't been able to do anything with him. And as Tommy mentioned earlier, this isn't far from what we saw the last time we were out here at the dirt track with the hobby stocks. Dodd is once again, as usual, looking very hooked up. Wren Jr. going to cross line in second. Lefko, Sly, and Wonkum. Wonkum, Tommy, was not able to get around one car. I think he's saving. I think he's,
Could be.
I think he's saving, man. Sandbagging. Heat race number 3, Chris Settlemeyer, starting on the front row in the 84 machine. And the number 20 machine to his outside. Travis Avila is actually not the 20 car on his outside. That's the 52 machine on his outside.
I believe that one belongs to Perry Alderman.
You got that right. The 33 car kind of slips through Robert Swearingen. And rounding out this field, the 23C of Dylan Hager. So lap number 1, this one's going to go to Settlemeyer. He's going to lead that early lap. But Tommy, the driver in second place, does not like to stay in second place.
No, but
oh
he's gonna
boy,
speed
he
it
doesn't
out.
like to stay anywhere.
Almost takes out the light.
I don't think he's going to lose a spot in all this.
Boy.
Okay, he might lose one. Swearingen throwing it through. I guess the technical... Oh, Perry Alderman just took out the
Just destroyed that cone.
Just no remorse by that 52 machine. Well, with all this wild and wackiness that we often see in the hobby stocks, Settlemeyer now has about a 10-car length lead.
That's a good-looking hobby stock he's got going into turn number 1. Here comes the field. Avila, Swearingen, and Cookie Hager. That's not his first name, that's his nickname.
Perry Alderman in the 52 machine. Just as far back as Settlemeyer is forward. Battle for third might be the one to keep an eye on. Hager really working that 23 machine. So I guess that would chalk up to a new car in the field.
Yes, it would.
Always good to see these drivers, whether they're new faces or new faces in old divisions. So lap number 5's on the board. Lap 6. This time by with Settlemeyer. He'll be seeing the white flag next time by. And like we said, this heat race going to be kind of hard to really gauge where most of this field's at because of the craziness that we saw at the beginning. Hager is trying out the tire groove that we have there on the infield. In fact, Hager right now might have the best battle on track, and that's going to be the one for 4th. Hager trying to hold off Alderman out of turn number 4, however. It's going to be Settlemeyer who's going to cross the line first and take the checkered flag. Avila in second. Swearingen. And then Cookie, and then Alderman. Getting ready for heat race number 2 of the hobby stocks. The first one should be an indication this is going to be a wild night for hobby stocks. Also the biggest field of the night here at Kern County Raceway Park. 55 machine's going to jump to the early lead with Carl Nolan behind the wheel. In the second spot, the number 2 of Anthony Sly. And another car from the Alderman team. And then that's going to be a battle we're going to keep an eye on. The X91, Michael Scruggs trying to find a way around. 56 machine, that is Matt Wonkum. For some reason, I was looking in the 90s where his brother is. How about we go 3 wide?
We tried there for a second.
We certainly did.
Anthony Sly holding off the 56 of Wonkum.
99, Don Mead in the field. Talked a little bit about him earlier on accident because his American stock that he used to drive is racing out here as well.
Scruggs taking a peek to the inside for 3rd.
You can really see how important it is to gain that run out of turn number 2. Opens up an opportunity for a pass. Rounding out this field, the number 5 machine, Raymond Nolan.
Hobby stocks under a blanket from second place on back.
And Tommy, that's one of the tough parts about this track, from what I've seen, is that you really, as we have some contact, need to set up your pass.
Yeah.
And your door slams, and your spin you outs, and Don Mead helps Scruggs go around. You really got to set those up.
Well, he did. All of those cars set that one up.
Here we go, slide to the inside of the 56. The 56 a little bit too wide, and he's going to catch the wall again. And the poor guy standing by the light is getting smoked out. Oh boy, Don Mead gonna spin it out again. Folks, I can't wait for this main event.
I'll be stuck.
Welcome back, Tom, and
All
welcome
that's
back.
needed to say.
Well, in all of this dusting up,
Looks like a magic trick.
the 55 of Carl Nolan continues to lead almost by a full straightaway over Anthony Sly in the 2 machine. Wonkum in 3rd, and just kind of staying out of troubles. Raymond Nolan in the 5 machine. He might actually mount a challenge for the 3rd spot here soon. But the white flag is out. He better do it quick.
Yeah.
Well, out of turn number 4, it's going to be Carl Nolan seeing the checkered flag first in this heat race. 55 machine takes the win, but we're not done. Out of turn number 4 here. Wonkum trying to hold off Nolan. Nolan's going to go wide, and it will be Wonkum holding on to the 3rd spot.
That was some fun right there.
And what I love is Nolan, I think, is taking a note from our American stocks and just smoking them up. Heat race number 1 for the A-Mods. Modifieds getting ready to go for their first race of the night. The 14B machine of Kyle Griffith.
Whoa.
This is going to throw me off.
Yeah,
We're
me too.
used to seeing Steve Bowles driving that machine.
I called him Steve Bowles in Hot Laps.
There you go. And then to his outside is the number
14T.
We have 2 14s starting in the front row?
Yes, we do.
Did they really do that? Blake Thornell. I'll get you guys caught up here. As we talked about, we got some points to talk about as well. Green flag gonna fly for the IMCA Modified.
Technically speaking, Dave's got on the back of Thornell, and that stacked up the field on the high side.
That was the 22D machine of Ryan Daves, side by side into turn number 3. That is your points battle tonight. The G5 machine is Brad Pounds. The 198 machine is Robbie Sawyer. Between them, there is a 2-point gap. And Tommy, if I'm correct, the second place car has the tiebreaker?
No, the leader, the points leader, Brad Pounds,
Well, fine.
has more wins. So Sawyer has to beat Pounds in the main event tonight by 2 spots.
2 spots is the difference, and some contact with Dave's going around, Thornell woeing it up, and a battle for the lead all at once.
Now, you want to talk about luck? That just almost caught the left rear wheel of the 198. Your second place driver in points, Robbie Sawyer.
Rounding out this field, by the way, the 08 machine of Dave Phipps.
Dave Phipps, legendary racer at another asphalt track, Saugus Speedway. Restart lap number 2.
All right, so this has already been a wild heat race for these cars. And again, both of our drivers fighting for a championship right in the middle of it all. Holding the lead, this 14 machine of Griffith. Kyle Griffith. He's going to open it wide, though, and Pound's going to try and take advantage. Sawyer is there also, just kind of waiting for one of these drivers to have something go wrong. And this is going to be fun, Tommy.
Yeah.
Phipps gets a little squirrely out of turn number 2. Because these 2 drivers they're aggressive. They don't care that opening night is in a week. All right, these guys have a championship on the line, and they're going to fight and claw for it to the finish. As you can see here in the heat race, Sawyer to the inside of Pounds, and they're trying to still get to the inside of Griffith.
I'm loving this already. If this is just a tease for the main event here tonight, we're in for a barn burner.
Sawyer just letting Pounds know that he's there, just kind of keeping him aware.
Maybe even putting a bumper to the G5 machine.
He's just helping him. He's just giving him a push.
Dave's pushing up the track for us.
This time by, we're going to see the white flag come out. It's going to be for the 14 machine of Kyle Griffith. He's still holding off Pounds. Sawyer in the 3rd spot.
Top 3, they've been close all heat race long. the first one of the night for the modifieds. Jeffrey, take it home.
Yeah, it's going to be the 14 machine of Griffith taking the checkered flag. Pounds does hold on to second. Sawyer third, Dave's fourth, and the battle for fifth. Phipps tries to look to the inside, but it's going to be the 14T of Blake Thornell. He raced number 2 of 2 for the IMCA Modifieds A-Mods, starting the number 1 machine of Ethan Dotson with a new-looking car.
Yes, sir. Now, Jerry, I got to get technical. These aren't IMCA Modifieds.
Yeah, I know. When I said it, that's why the caution came out.
That's exactly why. I know, this track not IMCA sanctioned, so I guess we can't technically say they're IMCA Modifieds.
It's the beginning of the year. Give me a break.
But Jeffrey, they're exactly IMCA Modifieds. So Ethan Dotson driving the number 1 machine here tonight. Looks just like his. Oh, there's. I see the confusion. It's number 1, but it actually has 174. The 1 stands out huge, and then there's tiny number 74.
Did he do that to us?
He did that. Bad boy.
Dang. Watching for a restart. They didn't like the first one. I don't know how much they're going to like this one. Green flag's in the air. 21X machine on the outside at least has a pretty good start, and he's going to actually do a little swap over out of turn number 2. That's the 21X machine of Cody Barnett. Man, the 9XXX machine, his number's so big that it doesn't fit on our paper, so the XXX car of Chet Reeves. Then you got the number 2 of Danny Lauer coming out to play. And rounding up the field, the biggest number of the night, the 559 of Royce Moll.
There he is. Hang on, there he is.
Tommy, we had the pleasure of being part of the broadcast team with Ray Moll spinning out. I was going to mention that we were part of the broadcast team out at the big Las Vegas Dirt Track Nationals.
One of our viewers was an announcer with us, Corey. He's watching.
Nice.
All right, restart lap number 2. We're back to green.
Barnett, Dotson, Lauer, Reeves, and Moll. Moll almost spun out again. Lap number 2 on the board this time by. Never guessed, but it's going to be lap number 3. Dotson's trying to hold off Lauer. We oftentimes see that number 2 machine racing up in Santa Maria. Chet Reeves we often see, and Dotson at the Bakersfield Speedway. I don't know if I've ever seen Moll though.
No, I don't think we have. Battle for the second spot, Lauer looking low.
But it says he's from Bakersfield, so maybe we got a new player. That would be fun to keep an eye on. Like you said, we're past the halfway point of this heat race. Barnett continues to lead. That number 1 machine holding on to it. Dotson, I guess we're just calling him a number 1 machine, even though he's got a really little 74.
Yeah. Good battle between the 1 and 2 car.
It'd be great, actually, if he was the number 74. Because that would totally throw us off. Like, we would go to an event like Las Vegas, and they'd be like, what the heck are you guys talking about? How's that 74? White flag.
He's working on Dotson with 1 lap to go. Looks like Dotson might have it, though.
Yeah, Barnett is very comfortable up front at a turn number 4. The 21X machine is going to take the victory here. Dotson will hold on to the second spot. Lauer and Reeves. But we're not done yet, Tommy. We're not done.
Royce Moll.
We still got a car going through turns number 3 and 4. Royce Moll.
I got to tell you.
559 machine coming out of turn number 4. He's going to take the checkered flag. He raced number 1 for the American Stocks, the 57, a Kalia Wilson. Did I say that right?
Kalia, I believe.
Kalia Wilson.
That's the way I read it.
I said her name so terrible the first time that she almost wrecked out of turn number 4.
And I'm not sure it's a female. That's...
Oh, see, I got to be careful. I'm used to my Spanish classes when the name ends in an A.
Yes. Battle for the lead up front, Simmental, who has won a race out here in the American Stocks, up against the 4 machine of Brian Childress, second in points, and is tied for the points lead battle coming into the main events tonight.
So they separated the two drivers battling for the championship in this division because they saw how exciting they got in the modified division. And also,
No, Jerry, that's Roger Welch in the number 99.
Oh, see,
But it's
that's
not
Don Mead.
It's not as close. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, you got me. No, see, no, I admit I forgot Welch was driving that 99 machine. The 33. Jeremy Watts is the other car in this field.
The Punisher.
Look at that. Look at Tommy. We played a video game back in the day called Test Drive Eve of Destruction. And I want you to look at the trunk of Watts' car and tell me that that didn't come straight out of Eve of Destruction.
Yeah. You mean
oh, boy. Speaking of swinging it out. But look at this. Look at the trunk and the hood.
Oh, yeah.
What's his nickname?
The Punisher.
Punisher.
At least that's why I call him, because he's got that look on his hood and trunk.
I like it. Well, out of turn number 4 this time will be lap number 5. Childress holding off Simmental.
I believe Kalea, Jeffrey, has a mathematical shot, as the camera gets out of focus, to win the championship. And, of course, the camera has been destroyed by the light. Simmental to the inside. Battle for the lead, lap number 5. 3 laps to go, 2 laps to go now. I should say as the scoreboard switches side by side for the lead down the back straightaway.
Door to door, the 27C machine. That's Simmental. Childress holding him off on the outside. The white flag flies. If it ended there, Simmental would have had it by a nose. Through turns number 1 and 2, the 27C machine trying to one-up the guy going for the championship tonight. Childress fighting hard on that outside line. You see how even both of these lines are. Doesn't look like Simmental had a great center of the quarter, but Childress struggles a little bit, and Childress will take the victory in that heat.
Well, I think that's the end of Jeffrey.
I'm back. All right, the final heat race of the night here at KCRP. Been a great start to the night. We're going to go green flag in this American stock heat race with Scott Kaysen in the number 1 machine, doors slamming with the 33X of Cody Watson. We're going to go 3 wide out of turn number 2 with the number 2 machine of Craig Hook.
Now you got to correct. I got to correct you on that 2 machine. That's actually the number 2 Mad machine.
Well, I apologize.
Yeah, you better.
I want to know where some of these guys come up with these names and numbers.
Oh,
86. Clay Waters driving the 86 car. Now, we have known Mike Waters to be the...
I'm laughing because this...
Oh, Waters gets clipped.
Because I'm literally having to fight these wobbles on this scissor lift. But Jeffrey Waters in the number 86, 2 points away from your tie for the points lead. Jeffrey, he can easily come home with a championship tonight.
So Clay Waters has been doing all right.
Yeah.
We're going to find out that Mike Waters just changed his first name. Yeah. I noticed, Tommy, if you take a look, zoom in on that 86 machine, look at his hood.
Yeah.
There's obviously an aerodynamic achievement here.
Yeah, I think he's cheating by trying to get some airflow.
He's obviously looking for some downforce on the front tires, and you can see what they did was they actually snuck this one through tech.
And they just called it damage.
They called it damage?
Because you can see the front end of the hood is buckled.
Well, Clay Waters, right, by the way, as we're making this joke, is battling for the second spot on the 2 Mad machine of Hook, and boom! That's contact. Oh, Waters is still trying to hold on to it.
He's trying to hold on to it like we are on the scissor lift.
Oh, boy. I got to give Hook credit.
Yeah.
Now, granted, that's also the classic style of an American stock. You can probably drive one into the other, and very often do you not see the other move.
Yeah. I love how Waters literally saved him from the entire exit of turn 4 all the way into turn 2. Like, he was saving it that entire time.
Well, Tommy, one driver looking really good tonight. He's going to take the white flag, the number 1 machine of Scott Kaysen. We might if we end up at Cindy's at any point. I think Waters.
Third in points, Jeffrey, having an issue in the heat race. It's backfiring like crazy.
Out of turn number 4, Scott Kaysen will take the checkered flag in this heat race. Hook is taking over second, and Tommy, like you talked about, the 86 machine running for a championship in the Winter Series. Tonight's the night to do it, but not have this. Let's listen.
Popping corn, and that's not how you want to finish your heat race.
You know, we should have been a lot more excited about that. I think that was a photo finish for third.
Yeah, but you can tell Waters is not the happy camper right now.
Now, is it possible that Waters ran out of water?
Could have ran out of clay, too.